Yo guys, what's going on? So, I have decided I am going to basically film my workout today. I'm on a deload week at the minute, so I just decided I would kind of film. I'm doing more of just an arm session today, literally just an arm session. It's not the most biggest arm session ever, but it is definitely got enough volume in it, especially for a deload week. So the way I deload is that I usually just reduce my volume. So if I usually did like 4 sets, I do 3 sets instead. But try and keep the weight quite high. And today kind of is starting fairly heavy, and then we'll get into a little bit higher reps later. But everything's just 3 sets. But I decided I would just film it, give you ideas, give you guys an idea of just a good arm session, and then one you can do during like a rest week or deload week, because you can hit arms quite hard because they don't really tax your CNS too much, so your central nervous system, because ultimately they're quite a small muscle, but you do still have to have some sort of like just reduction of volume. That's the one I wanted. So I have warmed up already. I've done stuff with some bands, some rotator cuff stuff, and a bit of shoulder work because I have a dodgy left shoulder at the minute. But now I'm on to my first superset. So it's 3 sets of 6 to 8 for on skull crushers on the barbell, supersetted with barbell bicep curls. Nice and simple, nice and normal, and it's 6 to 8 reps on each. So let's see how this one goes.
Okay, so I'm not going to show you every set because the video would be like half-hour long, and that's just long for man. So anyway, onto the skull crushers. We are making sure you're coming down behind the head nice and low, and then coming up, not to full extension, but just keeping a slight bend in the elbow to keep the tension on the triceps. So just swapping angles quickly, we can see that you do naturally have quite wide elbows during the movement, but just as you do it, just really pull your elbows in to limit it.
So yeah, effectively, for the skull crushers, you basically just want to set up like a bench press setup, but just like reverse it. So this bench is a little short, it's a little bit thin for my liking. That's why my head's hanging off a lot. So you've got to be careful you don't like get flung off by the weight, because the first rep there, I thought I nearly went a bit too fast, and the weight took me. So you just got to be careful with it and make sure you don't come flying off.
Okay, moving on to our bicep curls. Again, I did this as a superset, but I'm not showing you it as that. As you notice here, I am swinging a bit too much. This is my second set, so I would want to limit that. But again, trying to go full range of motion. Here we see from the side angle on the third set, not as much swing, which is good for me, but noticing elbow is in a fixed point, so you don't want to be swinging on the elbow. You want to keep that exactly where it is. Every time you come down to the bottom of the motion, a slight tricep tense, just so you can really extend through that elbow and full range of motion to get the most out of it.
That's done. I'm getting 3 sets of, like, that's the start, and then my goal is to put some good weight through it. And the skull crushers didn't feel that good until like the second set. Yeah, like it took 2 sets for me to warm up my elbows properly, my triceps, because I did the first one and it felt alright. Like, as you saw, it went well. I got all 8, but it felt a bit rocky. It felt a bit sore, especially my elbows. But that last set felt really clean. Like, felt really nice. So my tip would just be, make sure you do warm up. I didn't warm up as enough as I should have in that movement, so extending the elbow. I did warm up, I just didn't do a lot of that. So that was most teach to me that future, when you go heavy, especially when you go heavy on skulls, really warm your elbows up. Warm that motion up first, doing some like banded tricep extensions or some curls, whichever, because it does help. And then the curls, I think I said in the voiceover, like, I think the second set I swung a little bit too much, but as you saw from the side angle in the third set, I wasn't swinging too much. Towards the end of I'm aiming for 6 to 8, so if I got 8 on all sets, but if I get the 6 and I'm starting to rock a little bit, then I'm okay with that, because I can almost cheat the last 2 reps and just focus on the eccentric portion a bit more. But I didn't have to cheat too much today, so I just went for all 8. So next we have another superset of dumbbell hammer curls, 6 to 8 again, so 6 to 8 each arm. I'm going to do these alternating arms, and then into dumbbell skull crushers for more fun.
Okay, alternating hammer curls. Now, I would usually do this with an adjustable bench so I could have it upright so there's something supporting me from behind. This time I couldn't do that, so it's just really engaging the core. So if you don't have a bench and you have to do it standing, or you are seated without something behind you, really make sure you engage that core and keep your upper body from swaying. Also, you want to be keeping a fixed point at the elbows, no swaying through the shoulders. Try and let just the bicep do all of that work. Again, as you come to the bottom, a little tricep tense just to make sure you're making that full range of motion. Just another quick note is that once you do get tired, so this clip here is my 3rd set, you can have a little bit of a swing. I wouldn't suggest having a massive swing because it's not needed. It's still trying to put the emphasis on that bicep. If you do start swinging or leaning to one side, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. You will still get gains.
Just last count.
Yeah, so this here is just a result of when you don't set up properly for a superset and got to hurry up and run and get some dumbbells. Hey, on to some dumbbell hammer curls. So now these are a slightly different grip, which I'll talk about in a minute, so I'll let me from the past do that. But what you want to do, again, just like the barbell one, is not come up to full extension. There is a slight bend. Again, I'm a little bit high here, but it's not as bad as previous. If we move to the side angle, we will see that a little bit better. I'm not coming all the way up to my arms are straight above me. There is a slight bend still, and that just keeps the emphasis on the triceps and keeps more time under tension.
Okay, so the hammers go heavy. Per 8. The last rep on each arm was a struggle. And then the skulls they were okay actually. Sometimes they can be a little bit, you have to go a bit lighter than you think, purely because you've done the barbell skulls just beforehand, and that can obviously pre-fatigue, you will be pre-fatigued before you even get into them. But why we're purely doing them is with the barbell, we have a pronated grip, and then we're going to more of a hammer grip for the dumbbell ones. It just hits the different heads a little bit. Just kind of hits the different heads of the triceps slightly differently when you change your grip up. So a good mixture of having pronated grip and more of a hammer grip, or neutral grip if you want to call it that, is the best way to ensure you get your triceps work fully, all heads, all angles, etc, etc. 2 more sets of this, and then it's I think I've got 2 more supersets after this, but these are the main movements there. As I say, it's deload, so these are the more almost compound ones, if you want to call it that, and then we'll get into more fun at the end. Also, I want to show you something on there. Your boy got a new 2-rep max deadlift the other day, so I'm just going to swap the camera around and show you that. There you go, look at that, that's me, Ryan Haley. 2-rep max deadlift, 250 kg. That officially makes me a big deal. Like, the Avengers still hasn't got in contact with me, but they still haven't cast a new Batman yet. That qualifies as Batman, surely. Surely. I'm well tired. Like, very tired. Because I was up at 4:45 this morning, which is new for me. Don't usually get up at that time, but I had today because I had an early shift at work. I'm a little bit tired right now, as you can tell from the suitcases under my eyes. Yeah. Next up for our next superset, or our penultimate superset, is to do reverse curls. I'm just going to do this with empty barbell because we're doing 15 reps, slightly higher than the rest. So yeah, it's 15 reps barbell reverse curl, and then superset with triangle push-ups, 15 again, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. So 15 on each. Triangle push-ups are hard, like they just are hard. Basically close grip push-up, if you don't know what triangle push-up is. And then the reverse curls are reverse curls. We'll work that forearm a little bit. After that, we've then got dumbbell preachers and tricep extensions, rope extensions on the cable machine. So they're all right because I enjoy them. Oh, rest time I'm taking during this is like 1.5 to 2 minutes. My first superset, so the heavier stuff, I did 2 minutes. The hammers then and the dumbbell skulls, I just did 1.5 minutes. I think these now will just be a minute to 1.5 minutes, and then it'll be a minute between the preachers and the rope extensions when I get down the other end, because I do have to go down there. Down that end there is the more gym base, so I have to go down there. Here's the more CrossFit end. There's no like preacher curl here or like incline bench, they're all down that end. So I had a cable machines down that end as well, so I mean I could do banded, but why would I do banded? So I'm going down there anyway to do cables. Logic, right?
Okay, so barbell reverse grip curls are basically the same as a barbell bicep curl. You don't want to sway too much, you want to keep your elbow at a fixed point. This one will feel a little bit more awkward, but just keep the tension on the muscles working and you will do fantastic. It's a triangle grip push-ups, which I actually changed to just a normal close grip press up in a minute, but I'll tell you that in a sec. One thing to note here is I'm not going all the way up to full extension at the elbow. I'm still keeping a slight bend, again, just to keep tension on the triceps throughout the movement.
Snapped off the triangle, that hurts my wrist. Those first 2 reps really hurt. Really hurt, so yeah. I'm just going to change it to like close grip. That's like angle, so it's like a triangle, just like a triangle that's been broken too. Yeah, there's one thing I really need to get good at vlogging, and it's not vlogging from this downwards angle, and it's vlogging from up here, just constantly at the bottom of my chin, where this is such a nicer angle, isn't it? Like, it just is, and I just have to start vlogging him. One day I'll get this. I just walked straight into one of these. I just fully walked straight into it. Look. Jesus. Nope, absolutely not.
Okay, so tricep extensions, and this is the best camera work you've ever seen as well. So this is just keeping elbows absolute fixed point, coming down, really squeezing through. I'm laughing because I can see the camera going. Here we go, let's go. Yep, going, and absolutely gone. Good work. But anyway, yeah, so keeping a fixed point at the elbow, squeezing through the triceps, and that's all that's to it. So dumbbell preacher curls, again 15 on each arm. My recommendation for this is that as you do it, really stretch down to full extension or near full extension. Then as you come up at the top, squeeze for half a second to a second, just to make sure you really get time under tension through this motion. Don't go too heavy, go quite light, and just have fun with it.
So I am actually at home now. I meant to actually outro this video outside the gym, but I forgot. And I was driving home and I went, I have not outroed it yet. I should probably do that. It's the first time I've actually filmed a gym session myself. I have got a gym session filmed on my channel. I'm pretty sure it was a back and biceps, I believe, with Denzel. So yeah, I actually do have a gym video on my channel. So this is the second one I've done. But the other one, I had someone to film, like cameraman. This one I didn't, so it was me just setting up my phone on a small tripod on as many items as I can. So yeah, this is highlighted to me. I really need to buy a bigger tripod and a camera very soon, which I am going to do. So video quality will go through the roof and will make my life so much easier, because that was really awkward and stressful and just longed out my session more than it had to. It was just a buys and tries session. Again, I'm on a deload week this week, so it wasn't the most intense. I kind of took more of a lackluster approach. It wasn't as high in volume, even though there was enough volume for just arms. As I said, arms don't usually tax your CNS too much, so you can go hard on them often. But that's the first time I've done a sole arm session in months. I've always done either buys or tries at the end of a session, or like throughout the week, split up, just like one exercise here, one exercise there. So it felt a little bit different. Feels weird. Yeah, it just feels weird that when you don't do something in a while and then you do it. But I do hope you enjoyed the video and actually got something got something from it. It's a good gym. It's a good arm session to do. Obviously, you can vary the rep ranges. You can have more of eccentric load, so there is a lot of variables you can change with it. So it is a good one just to put into your workout. And if anyone needs an arm session, there you go. Do that. If you do it, let me know. Message me on Instagram, comment on the video, and let me know if you did it. I do hope it turned out all right and good. Again, I'm getting better every time, in my opinion. And I'm getting better the more I do it, more confident, etc. So right, this clip now is currently at 3 minutes, so I'm going to go. Please like the video, comment on the video, share it with your friends, share it with your gym friends, do it together, do a session together. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't, because why wouldn't you? It's so easy. And when you like the video, press the thumbs up button, please. And while you're down there, subscribe, because they're in the same sort of vicinity, like next to each other. Like one's here, one's there. So it's like, just do it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going because I'm starving. So I will catch you in the next video. Hopefully that'll be next week. We'll see. Hopefully it will be. It will be. We'll do it. All right. Until then, later.